People that know how to get your product where you want it to go.
Yeah,
you're the product, right? You can think of it that way. You're the product. So you're the owner of what your product is, the end goal of your body. You have your architect, who's the personal trainer. You have your nutritionist, who's your person, to help you through.
Sure. You have your doctor that's telling you have high blood pressure or whatever.
This is a great analogy because everything you said, it's true. Like you can get a trainer, like you can get a nutritionist, but then you have a budget too. I mean, the thing is, you don't have so much money, right?
And time.
And time. So you have your term constraint here. I mean, if you want to spend a lot of money doing this, you can hire all these people to help you. Or if you don't have the money, you can spend more time researching yourself if you're smart about it.
And you find someone at the gym that you say, hey, I want to look like him, and you go get him to help you.
Yeah,
which is what I did to start.
Well, you see, what's so good when you manage, like you said, I'm the CEO of my own company, and I have a finance person. So now I'm really liking is that you can surround yourself with all this expertise,
sure,
which actually get that product backlog done, right? Which
yeah.
means that if you want to increase a certain piece, hopefully in that sprint or in that week or whatever.
Yeah, weekly. Well, it's a weekly iteration because you go through your full body in 1 week, right?
You've got the nutritionist who's like giving you the task that could be done this week. You've got your trainer that's lining up your.
So looking on the nutritional side, real quick, to just jump on something there. For me, the nutritionist, obviously, you got to get the expert, right? But there's how do you actually get that into your weekly cycle, right? So for me, it's Sunday night. I sit down. I go through what do I want to prepare, what do I need to prepare for the rest of the week. And if you don't do that planning session where what am I doing, that's going to fall to the wayside. It becomes not important. Same with the gym. What am I going to do this week? What body parts when I do it? So for example, I'm up every morning at 4:30 a.m. no matter what. I've been doing it since 18, so 20 years. It's just ingrained in me. And the reason why I do it is because that's my time. So from 4:30 to 6:30, my family's asleep. No one's awake. I'm not wasting any of their time. It's my time. It's the only thing I can do. When I found out that I used to let me do it after work, I came up with any excuse in the book to not go to the gym. Yeah. But the only excuse I can come up with at 4:30 in the morning is I'm tired, and that's on me. What time did I go to bed?
What time do you go to bed?
Well, it depends. If I go to bed at midnight, I'll still get up. Like Thursday night, I went to bed at midnight and still woke up. It's just that's my time, and every time I sleep in, I'm wasting my time, and so I don't like doing that. So that's just kind of how I get myself up. And then I'm gonna have someone in the gym waits for me. He's there at 4:30. He knows I'm gonna be there. Once 8 o'clock rolls around, there's no calling each other. That's it. If you don't hit the 8 o'clock mark, you're in the next day. Period. And so we just set ground rules like that to make sure we hold each other accountable.
Okay, I wonder if a part of this though is kind of like more almost like waterfalls, more prescriptive in a way. I know, like for me in the past, what's really worked out best, like if I had like a set regimen, like Mondays I do this, Tuesdays I do this, Wednesdays and I need these things, right? And it's very set in stone. And like I wonder if it's almost like more like you want to be more prescriptive in some areas. Like this is my workouts, and here's what it is. Even when I'm tired, I'm still going to do this because I know like this is what I do. I think having the freedom to kind of redo it real time almost allows for some laziness. I'm like, I'm too tired to do this. Maybe I'll just do this instead. I wonder if in a lot of cases, for the physical fitness part of it, if prescriptive routines are actually the right practice in the area.
It could. There are studies that say that if you stick to a routine, your body gets used to it.
Right.
You got to change it up.
That's how I change every 3 weeks.
But like when you go in, like by the time you go in, you might want to change before then. Sure. When you go to the gym, you're not free forming.
That's the 50.
Right.
Well, so after years of experience, right? There's a definite regimen of body part and exercise you want to do. There's form, right? There's certain things you got to keep to. Those are the rules that you do so you don't hurt yourself. Right now, there's this whole concept of core training, which in certain cases people do it and they really hurt themselves because they're not doing it right. So there's definitely tenets that you have to stick to, right? You can't break those. You can't do a squat and bend forward when you're doing it, you'll break your back. I mean, there's certain things that there's a squat workout, right? Do I want to do squat today? Do I want to do heavy? Do I want to do light? That's the 15-minute conversation you have in the beginning because okay, today's Monday, it's legs. All right, this is the workout we said we're going to do. How are we doing on it? This the next 3 weeks. This is what we're doing every week. How do you want to go with it?
And then different ways to do squats too. I mean, you can do it against the wall. You can do it with weights. You can do it using ball.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can do it that's so many different ways
to
work that out.
Absolutely. And then there's that whole variety. Some people just get overwhelmed with it. That which one do I do now? So you can overload your client with that.
Forever and doing different things, even in classes. I do those things in classes. They tell me what to do. We do it, and bam, I go outside. I'm like,
I'm not going to do it.
how do I do it? Like I can't remember what we
Was it
do
the
in there. You
ball
know what I mean?
here?
Why can't I just take that and go and just do it myself? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm
You know
doing.
what? That actually speaks to the at a micro level, the self-organizing, because it's, you know, you can give your client all these tools. Even, you know, I go back to basics, just pull-ups and push-ups.
Yeah, right.
And I don't need the, you know, the Swiss ball or any of those things. But there's also, you know, I think that's where variety comes in. And I don't know if that's something that you can somehow, you know, tell people or teach people that here are all the different ways you could work out. I'm going to show you the safe way to do this, and it's really up to you. You know, like you said, Monday's legs, you get to choose your workout, self-organize, and hopefully there's enough variety there that they don't get bored with it and they actually start seeing some results.
Well, so there's, yeah, I mean, great point. There's a few times what I've noticed though is if you go in and every workout you do a different exercise. It's kind of the reverse of the body plateauing, where you're not giving your body the ability to get stronger in that one exercise.
In one area.
So, or even like, so for example, let's take the cardio side of it. If you say this week I'm going to do the Stairmaster, next week I'm going to do the treadmill, well, that's good, but you're not giving your body the ability to say, okay, I need to improve my physical ability. I want to run, you know, let me do the 30-minute run for the next 4 weeks and see if I can get myself better and better.
So there are structures that we have to keep in place.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're, depending on your goal, if your goal is just you know,
Be healthy and go to the
circulatory,
gym, yeah.
but if you want to improve like your mile, your time on your mile, then
Your
here are
body
some
needs to
very
stick to
strict things that you should
There's
follow.
also, too, if you're using cardio as a form of weight loss, you need to be aware of your VO and everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you want to make sure you are exercising smart and understanding where your heart rate is and where the best beat per minute is.
For that
for
person,
your
yeah,
body.
right.
It could, mine is like, I did the whole oxygen test, everything, so it's about 130. It's actually where I burn fat the most.
The most
But
efficient.
that's
yeah.
still not good. You want to move it towards 150. And get,
Right.
No, you want to go
higher,
higher.
that's right, yeah,
So you want to get more efficient when you're when your heart rate's higher.
Right.
Right now, I'm pretty low. I mean, I thought I was in pretty good shape, but that actually proved that I'm not.
See, I think that's an interesting point because now we're looking at kind of like we do with our Scrum teams, right? When you're just starting out Scrum, you really just want to get in there and start doing it, right?
Yeah.
Like what you're talking about is like an advancing in Scrum that's really working. Now you're looking to kind of break the plateau and go up, right?
So
but if you're starting out,
It's like a
you wanna
burn
make
down
sure-
chart, right?
Yeah, well, you just want to start out, go to the gym, just start doing it.
Yeah.
You get comfortable with the pattern, and then we can start really looking, tweaking, and start looking at our blood oxygen level, we start looking at the tweaks here. But when we get someone out the initial steps, how do we get someone motivated to start their patterns, or keep repeating their patterns, to establish comfort levels, and then how do we then challenge comfort levels to make them get plateaus up?
Well, like the one that Matt was talking about, for me, it sounds very much like an XP practice, right?
Yeah.
It's like very much like that pair program. Well, people hate doing it. Yeah, people probably hate going get their VO2s checked, right? But once you learn it, then you learn, okay, now you learn a technique that this is my level where I need to stay. It takes you to the next level within fitness that it actually helps
So the
that. So
basis
it's
is
great.
just go and do it, right?
Yeah,
Keep
exactly.
doing it. And then once you're doing it, here are the advanced things to get you past these levels.
Exactly.
It relates to like when you train for a half marathon or a marathon, which is you're going to hit these plateaus. Oh, I just can't go
Past this.
the next
Yeah.
piece, and it's learning to train to say, okay, I'm going to do so much every day, and then when Saturday comes, I'm going to do a bit
longer,
more,
right.
and I'm going to do that for a couple of weeks, and then and each week I'm going to go up. You know, if I'm running for 30 minutes, then on Saturday I'm going to run 3 miles, and then the next Saturday I'm going to run 4 miles, I'm going to run 5, and then I got to up my workout to 45 minutes so that I can hit 6 and 7 and 8 and 20 and
So do you?
it's finding where am I going to plateau,
Right.
and then what do I need to do
To pass that sticking point, right? Yeah.
So do things like burn down charts and stuff like that apply to those?
I've been using burn down charts for weight loss. I haven't been using it for fitness, and I've been thinking about that. And I've lost a lot of weight by having a daily stand up for myself, which is on the scales. What did I eat yesterday?
Literally, daily stand-ups.
On the scales. It's been so successful.
That's fantastic.
I'm metric, so I'm trying to lose a kilo a month.
Okay.
So I've got a burn down chart of a kilo, and I'm plotting myself daily where I am on that line. 1 kilo down a month, and I've got a release plan till Christmas. And I've been doing this since April, and I've lost 5 kilos, so I'm really happy.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Does everyone know the conversion from kilo
That's
to?
about 10 pounds.
Yeah, it's that it's 2.2 pounds per kilo.
I didn't get your name.
I'm Saffron.
Oh, okay, Saffron, I'm Ben.
Thanks. Hi. And I've been wanting to do it with weights. I haven't really been lifting much weight bit, so I was thinking of doing a burn down chart of how much weight I can lift.
Right.
And having a weekly sort of burn down chart for that.
You probably have a burn up chart. In that
Yeah.
case.
So you want to increase.
You want to say this is my goal where I want to get to, and then the weight
just
you're.
how much have I lifted?
Oh,
And
like
so I want to lift. I don't know how much weight. I'm trying to do 4 kilos each
I read
hand.
somewhere half your body weight.
I think a burnout chart's going to be tough because you have so many multiple exercises. I did the log. Like here are all the curls I did, here are all the pull downs I did. Here, let's nice to the log. Like 15 sets of this, 10 sets of this. So graphically it might be hard. Like maybe you guys think about a way, but it's hard to represent because there's so many different exercises.
Yeah.
But if you picked one thing, like if you picked weight, or I read somewhere that you should be able to bench press half your body weight one time. And so if you were working towards that type of goal,
well, I mean, so if you look at what a burn down represents, right? So for me,
Get something visual. What can you do?
so for me, like when you look at a burn down, right? A burn down represents how much you're supposed to do this much time in this given day, right? So a burn down would say, okay, did I go to the gym, for example? Okay, did I do 30 minutes today? How much? Oh, no, I only did 20 minutes, right? So you can show that on your cardio-wise, it would show burn down. On the weightlifting side, though, for me, it's kind of a reverse, right? You'd say, okay, this week I want to be able to lift, if it's not even, don't even worry about the exercise per se or the reps. You want to say, I want to do this much weight. So I want to lift 20 pounds on the squat. I want to do a leg press. I want to do this much. So you write all that weight out for that exercise, whatever. And then you say, okay, today I couldn't do I was supposed to get up another 10 pounds and I didn't. It was actually less. So you could actually just do the weight that way without worrying about the exercise, the total weight per workout.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking that sounds right. And I think what you do is measured in terms of completion percentage.
Right.
You can have your goals. I know, like I used to want to do like 10 sets of whatever, like 20, 30 pounds, whatever curls and stuff. And you set your goals, and then you track your actuals, right? And then you can say like, I completed 97% of my workout this time around. Or I completed 110%, kind of push yourself a little harder. And that way you can kind of track your completion percentage in that way, which actually goes back to completion, especially for lifting weight or even running and such. You can set your targets and set what you did. And that can be your completion percentage, your bonus criteria.
So those are the things I think in the very beginning when you talk about what are your goals. I want to be able to do 100 push-ups in one sitting. I want to do 30 pull-ups. Those things are.
I think what ties into that is not just I want to do 30 sit-ups or I want to do this. It is really what is my goal. Am I going to bulk up? Do I want to go down? Do I?
Right.
And that determines then whether you're headed toward a set of workouts that are more weightlifting, repetition
either strength training
related,
or
is it some of the extreme workouts where one day it's an hour and a half of yoga and the next day it's squats and the next day it's legs for an overall body
Right.
combined with some running.